We're slowly making our way up, and we got a game today for you guys. It is No Money Spent, episode 34. This is before we made some of those last changes. It was pre-recorded, and we are playing against someone who likes to play a lot of Madden. He likes to play a lot of Madden. Let's take a look. No money spent. Let's go. If you're looking to build the best team in Madden, make sure you head over to MMOEXP.com to avoid the packs and save some racks. Use code CC for 5% off. The link is in the description below. Fastest coins, cheapest coins. Use code CC. We'll see you guys on the sticks. 5% off. Be great.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Smoking in the mirror, I just practicing my wrist flick. I can't settle for a quarter, real fast. Need a bare maximum. Word to Khalil Mack. War so ambitious, all got to go.
Hey, what is going on, Madden family? It is No Money Spent, the series where we spend no money and build a team. Now, again, last episode we broke the 2 million coin barrier. You saw that. We made some changes to the team, and this was recorded before we made those changes. Can't show you really the lineup here because we're playing some seasons. We matched up against someone who we've played quite often, and they've been on the No Money Spent series before, and that is our old friend Ryan Hollins, right? So we're going to be playing against him. He always plays very different as well, which is one thing I kind of enjoy the difference in it. Now, that's good, bad, better, and different. I don't know, but I do enjoy playing against different things. So hit the like. Let's go. Let's take a look at this game. All right. I'm going to flip through this game a little bit since it is very long. The game itself took about 35 minutes. So I don't want to show you guys everything. It's not necessary. So I will be hopping around. I know sometimes that upsets people, but again, just we're going to go with it. Okay. We're going to go with it and see what happens here. And again, like I said, things are different when you play against them defensively, offensively. And to me, when I play certain people, you have to sort of play to what they're doing. And that is a very important thing here, especially on a No Money Spent team. Now, I don't think his team is super crazy at all. I think it's a pretty normal team for this time of the year. But again, that's totally fine. So we're going to be trying to just move the ball as we can here. At this point, I still don't have like a slot apprentice. So a lot of those route combinations that I love to use on my main team, I can't use here. So we're going to just try to be smarter with stuff. Try to make some quick passes, some quick reads. We see that he's in 2-4-5 odd to start here. And again, I have no problem with that. We play against this a ton. We know exactly what it is that we need to do to move the ball efficiently, accurately, and effectively. Attacking the flats when we can, attacking the seams when we can, and then what I would normally do is use deep crossing routes and stuff to sort of stretch that defense, and here we can't necessarily do that. So we're like right here, you see me flipping the play, and again, that's because I want to be running this wheel route up the wide side of the field and block the tight end, because we know that there is going to be some sort of pressure coming, and right here it's pretty covered. We're floating back in the pocket, so if we try to throw a deep pass there, it's probably not going to get completed, right? So again, 2nd and 8 is okay, right? You got to live to fight another down. Making bad passes on 1st down and 2nd down is such a bad thing. And like we see there, we hit the little post, right? Bam, bam, pew, pew, right? You can't make bad passes. You can't give up the ball on early downs. If you need to force a pass to get a 1st down on the 3rd or 4th down or something, sure, right? But man, we can't be doing stuff like that. And again, right here, trying to do the same sort of pass. I threw it, honestly, that's a little late. At best, I should probably be low balling that post right there. As soon as he crosses the hash mark, we get to 2nd and 10. I didn't feel like it was a bad pass, but in hindsight, as I watch it, I'm like, oh, that's probably not great. So he's obviously trying to really defend what we're doing here, and we're going to go for it again, and we get an under pressure inaccurate. Again, that happens. That's fine. We know that that's going to be a thing sometimes. Okay. Right. He's just leaving it open. So instead of me trying to do too much, I'm not putting the right plays on the field here. So we see we're going to try something slightly different here. And we do finally, I patiently, and I wait, and we get that running back wheel route there to get us down in here. And then once we get into the red zone, a lot of people, you know, you want to run the ball here, right? And if you've seen some of the other videos, we're talking about statistics where quarterbacks not having as many passes is probably passing touchdowns is the thing, because once you get down here, it is a little difficult to pass the ball, regardless of how good or bad defense is. Sometimes it is difficult, okay? So we're going to try to pound the ball here. Not a lot of people have great run defense in this game. A lot of times it's really predicated on like a run commit or something, but we get the ball to Zeke as our power halfback. Shout out free Zeke to take that quick 7-0 lead. You know, it was a slower drive. But as we get out here, we see that he's coming out with 1 wide receiver, 3 tight ends. And I'm like, okay, this makes sense. You know, I've played him before this year, past years as well, where he's the type of player who's going to try to abuse tight ends, tight end crossing routes and a lot of that stuff. Cause you don't play against that. It's kind of off meta. And he's got a really good route there going. And I was like, okay, you know, that's, you know, let's set our flats, you know, the 30 there. Let's see, can we defend that here? Because again, it was coming from the single side tight end. So I figured on the short side of the field would be fine, but it's open, right? We're getting a little bit lucky, but it's open. That sort of crossing route from P double post, which is his play that he loves to run. And credit to him, as the game goes on, he definitely adjusts some of the little things that he's doing. So you got to appreciate and respect it. And he just goes to it again. And his timing on throwing that route, as soon as the cornerback moves, he is all over it. Like, I gotta give some respect to that, you know? And again, I'm thinking like, hey, we need to get the short route if he wants to throw the deep route here, especially we have 30-yard flats. We're at the 31. I should be fine, right? Like, I should be fine. Are we going to be fine? I don't know, because I'm still really, really worried about the run, because I don't really know how to stop some of this run. And he runs 3 out routes right next to each other, and it turns into a touchdown. All right. I mean, let's be honest, that was not the best call, especially as our user was right there, but whatever. People are going to score in Madden 22. You know that they're going to score. What do you need to do? Score again, score back, fight back, right? That's the biggest thing. Like, you can't have these, you got to make sure that when you get the ball, you're putting up 7. 3s sometimes can work, but if you don't have 7s, that's going to be a problem. And I'm trying to run the ball here to keep him honest, and it is not working at all. Like, this inside zone is just not doing a thing for us. So again, I'm dropping really, really far back in the pocket, but again, his flats are really deep, so we're going to attack underneath. Maybe a little late, but again, we're just waiting to see if maybe something clears, and it doesn't clear. Okay, there. We could probably throw that pass really quickly. Maybe it's a bit of a safer play, but still, hey, whatever. We're moving the ball. We're doing exactly what we need to do here, keeping us in good situations. And that's why, like here, again, you know, we're doing what we can. I know that the underneath is open, and he's obviously adjusted his zone depths a little bit there to not be to Narnia, right? The 30s or the 25s or something like that. So again, we're just trying to, you just got to move the ball little by little, little by little. And so while we've been doing like the same thing kind of over and over and over, we're saving certain plays to try to see like, can we make this work? So let's do a corner out here, right? Again, I feel like his zones aren't playing super deep. So we throw, let's call it a laser. It was really good coverage by him, right? But great throw by Zach to get it in there. And so again, it's not always about running 1,000 different plays. It's about knowing when you want to run certain plays here. And that was very key on that drive, where he's going to pick up on a lot of what we want to be doing. And that's when we need to mix in a couple of our different plays, whether it's verticals, whether it's flood, or maybe even something else, right? Because again, we're trying to do what we can right here. And again, I'm looking at the flats, but we have the in route instead of a drag there, because if you put a drag on the field, it's very obvious that it's just going to be the drag, and he's probably just going to run to that. Why we put the in route sometimes is to suck his user into it, and then he's going to have to really make that choice. We're taking him out of the play a little bit, where he wants to either go wheel or he wants to do something else. But again, Z gets in, bam, 14-7. Cool. No problems there. But again, we got to get a stop. It's almost halftime. Historically, not the most explosive player on offense, but when he has a route which beats 30-yard flats, you have to be wary of it. Do you give up the short? Do we give up the deep? Which one is it? Now, this play we see here, I'm trying to give up the short. And I thought we had that covered pretty well. But again, the flat zones and the way they play sometimes in this game, they get sucked in. It's really weird. I don't like it. The best way to avoid some of that is by pressing those corners. But he doesn't have many adjustments to make here. So if we start to press our corners and I'm not able to move them back on a certain side or move the safeties over, he is going to just be able to laser us. So we just change our coverage up here a little bit. Again, maybe this works, maybe, and there again, I feel like we're putting good defense on the field. We're putting good zone drops. We're putting all sorts of good stuff on the field, and it is not working. Now, again, based on this, his best weapon is a deep crossing route. So if we can get him into the red zone, hey, that's not a terrible thing. And right here, I thought we were going to be able to cover it there, and guess what? We don't. Whose fault is that? It is my fault, 100%. I give easy points. Why are we giving people easy points? I don't know, but we shouldn't. So again, we've got a little bit of time before half here. He does get the ball. So any points here is absolutely critical. A 3 sways the balance of the game to a real back and forth at this point, right? You need to make sure you get 3. 7 would be absolutely amazing. But even that 3 really sort of changes how things go. But it does put a little bit more pressure on yourself, though, if you can only get 3 here. Again, that's fine, but you have to make sure you get something out of this. And maybe not always the best plays or the best passes I'm putting up here. I'll be honest, I would love to say, but I'm not, right? I'm struggling. I'm not gonna lie. I've had a really bad habit recently of just drifting in the pocket. It is a terrible habit. It's something I know I need to break. I'm very aware of it. And it's something I'm bringing it up to mention it to you guys. Pocket presence is huge. My pocket presence is normally really good. For some reason, playing a lot of the 2-4-5 odd causes me to just drift, and I don't like it. But again, that's what it is. So we're switching between stuff here. And again, we have the route is open, right? The route is open. The route's open for a long time here. I want you to see, like, this slant is just there forever and ever. But look how far back I'm dropping, right? The line of scrimmage is the 45, okay? The 45. Look where I'm falling to. I'm 20 yards back in the pocket here. This is what I mean. I have really, really bad habits. I can't make that throw. I could make that throw really early on here, right here. Totally fine. Totally fine. Pew, pew. But we keep going. We keep going. By the time we throw it, it's just going to be inaccurate. Right? If you're too far back in the pocket, you're going to start to throw inaccurate passes. Okay. So just a little heads up there. It's a thing. It's a thing. And I know it's a thing. And I've seen enough of my gameplay to understand it is now a thing. I watch my games back. I do a lot of this stuff to learn for myself. See, like, what am I doing wrong? Right. I feel a lot of times there's a lot of pressure on us to play perfect offense in this game. And I feel like we make the right reads, but we're getting inaccurate passes. So why was that? Well, this is why. So again, we try to do what we can there, try to get out of bounds. We want to save that timeout because we are not quite in field goal range. And the way that the clock rundown happens, it can be pretty scary. So again, I feel comfortable at about the 30 here. And again, why am I doing this? I'm just attacking the sidelines. Just get closer, right? And save the clock. I know we have the drag open, and the drag maybe is more yards. But if we throw that drag in the middle of the field with 20 seconds left, calling timeout, we might not have another play, and we might lose points or leave too much time for him to score if we decide to kick there. So again, it's just trying to do something like that. And now at this point, right, I was like, okay, so now we're actually in field goal range. I was trying to get it out of bounds there again. So just trying to play smart, right? Unfortunate animation here, but 14 seconds. It's like, all right, well, let's try something here. If it's not there, I always have in my head, get rid of the ball, throw it away, you know? And again, that's open. That's going to give us some space. It's not a bad pass, but again, the line of scrimmage is the 28, and we're stepping back over 15 yards in the pocket. Why is that inaccurate? Because we're too far back in the pocket. Again, that's the problem. So getting a little greedy here because it is a seasons game. And at the same point, if nothing's open, we'll just get rid of it, right? We'll just take our 3. If we had that extra time out there, we could have thrown that tight end going straight up the middle of the field, but he's not going to get into the end zone, right? Like, very important here to see this. That tight end, hey, he is wide open. He's wide open. But is he going to score? It's not worth the risk. It's not worth the risk, you know? So instead, we'll go up 3. He gets ball. That's cool. And then we're going to play this back and forth game from now on for the rest of the game. Now that it's not a tie game, it's okay. And you're more likely at this point as well when you play someone where if you are up by 3 and they get to a 4th down, maybe by the red zone, they're more likely to kick that 3 as well, you know? Because if they go for it and they miss it, then that's a problem. So again, I don't know what these zones are doing. I don't know what they are doing. I have no clue. So instead, I changed my flats to 20 to cover the weak or the strong side, you know, the 2 tight end side crossing routes. And it's like, I'll take the deep one, right? I'll take the deep one. And he throws that at our face, and it is incomplete. Phenomenal play, phenomenal adjustment. We get nothing. We get nothing. Hate that. I hate that. So again, he's trying to get stuff off. We're getting some sort of pressure here. 3rd and 10. Same thing, but I'm not gonna lie. Smart play. Instead of waiting for it to cross, like he has been all game, jumps it off a little early, picks up the 1st down. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what. I don't know what happens in this play as I'm looking at it, but I feel like I set up my zone drops incorrectly. They weren't set to 30s there, and they should be. They should have been. But here, 23 yards. Yeah, it's fine, right? This is fine. We should be good. I'm worried about everything short now. And what a great adjustment. Just throw the flat route because our drops are set super deep. Right? So again, we get in the red zone. We're going to set our zone drops to default to help cover things a little bit better, not just leave things wide open. Now with a really good route combination, is something open? Yeah, you know what? It probably is. It probably is. So again, let's change up our coverage to do something different here and see. And again, hit the flat, score, take the lead. Okay, so he's done that. Like he's shown me now he will hit the flats and he will do all that. So I need to monitor that right there. But we have the ball, right? We're down 4. Pressure's back on us to get 7 because 3 doesn't help us now. But again, don't go back in the pocket. Stay down. Move the ball. He's giving us a ton of space to throw the ball. Just a ton of space. That drag has been open all game. So here we go to flood. So again, try something different, and the pressure is just there. Fair. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's in like 3-4 or something, but not expecting that at all. And I think this is where he switches defenses to, again, try something different. Things weren't working for him. If you've played Ryan in the past, he loves his 3-4 odd. Loves his 3-4 odd. And it's not something we play against. but I know that 3-4 odd is going to have trouble covering the flats. The linebackers won't be able to get out there. If he has a hard flat, he's leaving the entire sideline open. So there's a real risk reward that he's going for there, and I'm here for it. I'll take it. But here we flip our play again. I feel like we have an opportunity to do something here. It's the flats or nothing. We throw it up again, exactly what we thought. Somehow it's not a touchdown, even though we took the pylon out. It is what it is. Down to the 1. Perfect, right? That's all that matters. And then we're gonna run again, and Zeke gets his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. Like I said, I think I'm a decent passer. I'm not a great passer. I'm not one of those top people. But I don't throw as many passing touchdowns because I feel like I get the ball inside the 5 very well, and then I'm just, let's give the ball, let's get this free Zeke going, bam, bam, or Derrick Henry on the other account, whatever it may be. So on this drive here, now that he's shown, hey, I'll hit the flat, I don't want him to keep hitting the flat. I would actually rather have him score faster, to be honest, because then we can get clocked out and we get the ball back guaranteed. So if he wants to keep hitting the flat, that's fine. Maybe we can hit him and force a fumble or something along those lines. But I want to get him down the field. I want to get him in the red zone, and then we can switch up what we want to do. Again, if he wants to take that, that's up to him. I feel like he wants to clock the game out. So I'm not too worried about him going out of bounds, playing the clock or anything. I think he's going to stay in bounds. He's going to try to go upfield. He's going to let me hit him. Now, fumbles, kind of rare. Tight end fumbles, even more rare, right? Again, fine. So there, we're just like, okay, maybe we can get a quick bait on him. No, we don't. And again, the idea is get him closer, closer, and closer, and closer, and closer. And again, why those flats not playing? I don't know. We're giving up a lot of stuff. I thought our flats at 20 was fine, so we switch it to 15. And then I'm changing my hooks here as well to maybe get that sort of middle of the field pass that he's thrown once or twice. And then I'll sort of cover the flats. And then thankfully I can hit the flats on the one side and then go run straight back to the crossing route if need be. And that's what we're going to try to do here. And he makes a really bad pass here. Okay. It's just a bad pass. That hasn't really been open all game long. The problem is here, so he's looking, hey man, if I hit the sideline here, we're fine, right? Looks like there's some space. I'm not pressing. If I was pressing or something, maybe, right? Maybe, but we'll just watch that over there. It is a cover 2. But because the flat is just running back, by the time he throws it here, it's not super open. If he waited like a hair later and sort of pass leads, out and up basically to the corner of the end zone, he probably gets it. But I feel like he just threw just a straight bullet pass. And it's just not far enough, right? It's just not far enough depth. 25 yards is just not long enough. So we're there to pick it off with good old Reggie Nelson. Now we do try to return it here. Don't quite get to 20. Again, fine. You make people pass enough, they'll make a mistake. That's for every person on earth. They will eventually make a mistake. Maybe not in your game, but then eventually they will make a mistake. So here, I'm just want to like clock this game out. I want to get out of this game now. We have the ball. Let's take some clock here. If we have to do, some more passing, hey, we will. But again, clock is my friend now. Please. He's going to try some of this other stuff. And since he's in 3-4 odd, again, I remember this. Like, well, let's pass the ball here. He's going to have trouble defending us. Again, what did I say before? The flat is the worst part of a 3-4 or 4-3 formation. By far. He's not running cover 4 or anything like that. So we're fine. We're totally fine. We can do what we want. Normally this is, again, Get the ball on the ground, take the clock. Get the ball on the ground, take the clock. Now, I will say, I made a huge mistake on this play. You see the play clock? I'm hiking it at 11 at 2:40. Well, if we can wait, and it saves us a play going into the 2-minute warning, but bad clock management, whatever. Again, look here. This is like super simple route combinations that I'm trying to throw up here. And we just have to throw the ball away. Tons of pressure there. Maybe the flat's there. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But again, so that one hiking the ball early has caused us a bunch of time and a down. Crazy. Like one small change. Falcons, learning how to handle the clock is better. And the pressure is just coming. I'm drifting. I should have thrown that corner out. It's bad. Just bad. So do you punt here? 0%. You punt here. I'd rather leave him in field goal range, to be honest. And then he's at the 30, so he can't use a deep cross. So it just makes all the sense here. We'll try to set up a bit of a different play here. He's sending pressure, so we have to have people blocking. And he leaves the tight end wide open there. And for some reason, we get an absolutely horrible play. Right? Now, am I really far back in the pocket? I'm about 15 yards back. And I'm okay with the inaccurate pass. But for some reason, the tight end, out of reach, like just a terrible pass. Like, good concept, terrible execution by me, okay? Fine. We got the stop and we did absolutely nothing with it. The only bonus is there's still time. So if he runs the ball and he tries to really clock us here, that's fine. And like we're playing good defense. I feel like our defense is playing okay at this point. You know, we've given up a couple passes. But again, let me set those flats to 15 to defend that crossing route. And I'm not even here still worried about him hitting us up the sidelines. You see, I'm not adjusting. I'm not moving. I'm not taking that safety over, do anything like that. He's going to try it again. And why does it work? Well, because we're 32 yards away instead of 25. It didn't even cross my mind to do anything again. Like we can just see like the difference here in the play, in the two depths, right? So what he has here as well is Y going up the middle. So the safety's hips are turned. He's not going to be able to react. And the play is just too far away here, right? Smart play. Before, it was a good idea when he threw the pick. Just the wrong time. Saves it. Bam. Now we're down 4. And we just got absolutely stuffed on our last possession. A lot of pressure came in. Inaccurate passes. It's like, okay, we're down 4. No field goal for us, right? Again, this is an okay scenario. Give me the chance to win. Give me the ball in my hands. I am here for having the ball in my hands. So I'm just going to be smarter. Again, if he's in this defense, we're going to abuse the flats constantly. I'm not worried about the clock at all at this point. And again, he's going to give us the flats. Devin White doesn't have anything on him. He's not going to lurk us with him. He's just going to give it to us all game long. So why wouldn't I keep doing it? Again, third play in a row. He's sitting there. He's so far away from the play. There's no adjusting on defense going on right now. Giving us the space. Again, I'm not worried about the clock at all. Should I be worried? Maybe. But right here, bam. An actual adjustment. What happens? Sack. That's good D. Call that good defense, right? So now, like, all right, well, let me do something different here, right? Let me call this. Again, he's not really defending the flats. So we've been left flat, left flat, left flat. All right, right flat now, right? Let's give him more to think about. So he has to change what he wants to do, or he can't just easily focus in on us. And I hate those swats. They end up in a lot of picks. I mean, it's fair, but I hate them. Even though they benefit me sometimes, I still hate him. So we'll just go back to our actual play here and see what he can do. He's using Olakun here. Not good. Not a good decision. He's a what? I don't even, does he have an elite card? I don't even know if he's an elite card. There's no way he's keeping up with the drag on the field. So now is the clock against us a little bit? Yeah, probably. But again, he's just going to give us the flats. If you're going to give me the flats in this situation, that's fine. I understand you don't want to give up like a touchdown because that's a loss, right? You want me to get closer and closer to the end zone. I get it. I don't think it's bad defense, but I think it's also the type of offense where it's like, hey, I need to do exactly what I need to do. Move the ball, get closer. Letting me get out of bounds is the worst idea though. So here we do a slant instead because I feel like that's probably going to be open, and it is. It is. The zone drops just, they're still not set. So instead of hitting the flat, we hit the flat a little bit deeper there. I don't know what's going on. Did he blitz the guy? Couldn't tell at the time. It looks like he's almost just manned up or something. Like linebacker here. Let's watch this. I guess he's in a regular curl flat, right? From cover 4 drop. So 59, he's running with B. So Tyreek Hill. And he's just flat footed. And as soon as I see this, that he's flat-footed, there's no way he can react. Maybe he's going to go out to the flats. Maybe he will go out to the flats. There's no way he's reacting. No one can react in time for a pass like that at all. So we're going to get that right there to go up 3. And now it's, hey, don't mess up. Please, please, please don't mess up here. So again, it's cover the one route, cover the one route, cover the one route. Anything else he throws, I don't really care. But we do not give him that, especially we really needed to do it for one play because it's a long play that he has here. If he hits the shallow crosser, that's not a big problem, but the deep one is because it's going to put him near the 35 if he completes it, right? Again, that's all I have to worry about here. So even the slot there, we blitz the slot because if he gets a Hail Mary, and I will say this about every single person I play, if they hit a Hail Mary on us, fine, whatever, good job. But I'm not going to let you beat me on something else. It's not going to happen. So that's why right here, instead of playing our other defense, I'm going to blitz 6. Good luck. Good luck. I'm running back. I'm running backwards in cover 4. If you've played me, you've seen me do this. You know, like this is what we do in this situation. I don't care if you throw it underneath. There's 2 seconds left. There's no 2-second play that gets you in field goal range here. They don't exist. So, and he realizes it, honestly. He realizes it. He can't hike the ball. He's got nothing drawn up for that. Not gonna work. You're literally throwing a Hail Mary at that point, right? So I don't know if he was confused of what to do here or not. I feel like he might have been. That's why he goes to now 0 wide receivers. I guess because he has matchup nightmare on them and he wants to throw the ball up, and he does, and it's a streak. And I tell you what, that was a little scary. I'm not used to someone just throwing up a streak. Normally it's a crossing route or a post or something, and he just says, I got it. And man, if he would have caught that, that is game and we lose, but he doesn't. We take the W. So GG to him. We play a lot. He gets the better of me. Sometimes I get the better of him. Always fun, always good times. Again, different offense makes me think a lot. I would do things differently in a rematch, or against that formation, just in general. I would probably press a little more. Like a little more, because I think that's going to help us get those extra picks on those little shallow crosses and stuff like that. So either way, thank you guys for watching. I know this was still a really long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown of my thought process of it. It was no money spent. On to the next one. I'm out. Peace.